guys, how we doing? Hope the answer is good, and if it's not good, I'm sorry, and I hope that tomorrow is a better day, because new days bring new things and better things all the time. So yeah, I also hope that I can cheer you up a little bit. So I thought I would do a little drunken ramble because I've been drinking and I miss you guys. So cheers to new days bringing new things. Also, who am I drinking out of a wine glass and drinking shit like this? This is my second bottle. It's got me drunker than I thought it would because I haven't drank for a while and I haven't really eaten today because I'm trying to cut down. I'm definitely being more aware of my health over my emotional eating whatever, because I do emotional eat, and I'm definitely making I'm hyper aware of how much I'm vaping, how much I'm eating, what I'm eating. I'm trying to eat better things. Also, sorry for the nudity, cover my boobs up a little bit. I got hot because when I drink I get hot, and sometimes I get a lazy eye. This eye is sometimes lazy. So how are you guys? What have you guys been doing? I've been making TikToks in public. When TikTok came out, I didn't really want to start doing TikToks. I didn't want to make a TikTok. I did have a Musical.ly, and I posted really cringy Musical.lys all the time. One a day at least. It was on my list of things to do every day to make a Musical.ly. I don't know what I thought I was going to gain from it apart from make a twat of myself, because the account is still up now. What is that? The account is still up now on TikTok, because Musical.ly, if you don't know, changed to TikTok. TikTok used to be Musical.ly. So yeah, it's still there, and I can't get it down because I can't log into it and I don't know why. So I've been in touch with TikTok and it's going to get sorted, hopefully. But the reason why I knew it was still on there, I forgot all about it until somebody screenshot the profile and sent it to me on Twitter. So hopefully that's going to go soon. What's your guys' favourite drink? I chose this today because I thought because I'm trying to be healthy. Did say I was trying to be healthy, but I thought this is what me and my mum drink on Christmas morning before we've had breakfast or anything. So we'll be talking 10 a.m. That's early for me. My mum always wakes me up early as fuck for Christmas Day, and I'm just laid there give me the best Christmas gift ever and let me stay in bed till 1 o'clock like I normally do. Anyways, we always get up and get sort of ready, open the presents at 9. Christmas, do you know what Christmas is supposed to be? A day of enjoyment. Why am I awake at 9 o'clock opening? Well, I suppose I'm opening presents, so that's enjoyment. I was gonna choke myself for some reason. Yeah, so we get up and we open our presents, and then my stepdad goes to see his kids. His kids are old as fuck now, 35, whatever, and they have kids of their own, so he goes to see his kids and his grandkids, take the presents, and then he comes back, and we all drink. I got that mixed up. While he's out, we drink, me and my mum, while she's preparing the dinner, whatever. So we have this. That was a burp, sorry, pardon me. We have this Martini Asti Spumante. I don't know where Spumante comes from, but my mum always asks me for a bottle of this for Christmas, and she says Asti Spumante, so she's seen it somewhere. We drink this, and mum's not a massive drinker. Her dad, my granddad, was an alcoholic for years and years and years, all throughout her life, so she hates drinking. So because she allows this, I feel like this is an okay drink, do you know what I'm saying? It's only 7.5%, but for some reason today I'm feeling very on cloud 9. usual drink of choice is usually Jack Daniels and Coke, Diet Coke. It's got more caffeine in it. Or Strongbow. I like Strongbow. I started drinking Strongbow when I used to go out with my brother and his army friends, and I've never liked lager. I've never ever liked it. Like even when I was like 14 and I used to ask my dad to go to the shop for me, and he used to get me like a 2 litre bottle of cider, and then I used to drink it all and still want more to drink afterwards because I wanted to get more drunk. I would never drink the lager that he had in the fridge. I'm moving a little closer to get more intimate with you guys because I'm a bit of a flirt when I'm drunk. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I used to go out with my brother and his army friends when I was like 15, whatever, and they used to get me in all the clubs, and I never used to drink lager, so I always used to get Strongbow, and then I just started getting like crates of it when I was drinking in the house, and it just went from there really. So that's that on the Strongbow. What's the craziest thing you guys have done when you've been drunk? Oh really? I think one of the craziest things I've done is get on top of get on top of a car, and I tried to like slide down it on my feet onto the bonnet to like slide off it gracefully, and I fell and I smacked my head, and my head was cracked wide open, and then I fell like while my friend and my friend's mum and stepdad were trying to get me to a different car to take me to the hospital. I fell in a nettle bush. It wasn't like a nettle bush, it was like a big prickly bush, and I had all these prickles like all up my back, all in my bum, like my bum cheeks, and all down the back of my legs. And I was literally like 15, and I woke up in a kid's ward. There was like, I can't remember who it was, a footballer on the wall, so it was like a, let's say like Ronaldo themed room, like his pictures were everywhere, and woke up there, couldn't really remember much of the night before, but I woke up to someone pulling like tweezers, taking thorns out of my bum. I didn't ask for that, and I woke up to it age 15 in a hospital in a Ronaldo themed room. And then later on, like we get into it, later on I ran to the toilet to be sick, because they must have given me something, because to be honest, even when I was like 14 and drinking on the streets, I was never sick, and I'm never sick now when I drink, or like eat too much, whatever, I'm just like not sick. But I ran to the toilet to be sick, and after I'd finished being sick, there was a big poo in the toilet. I hadn't been in the toilet, so I thought it had come out of my mouth. And I said to the nurse, I was like having a panic attack, and I was like, a poo's just come out of my mouth. And she was like, I don't think that's possible. Definitely hasn't come out of your mouth. So I think it was the male nurse, the nurse. I don't know why I have to say like male nurse, like a nurse can be a man or a woman, whatever. But it was the guy who was taking the thorns out my bum. I think he'd been in the toilet before me and left a big poo. So yeah, that's one of the like craziest stories. I don't really know many others, there's been a lot. But obviously I don't remember them because I was so drunk. I was doing shit that I would never do when I was sober. Let's talk about what saved us in 2020, because I feel like a lot of us have needed some sort of like thing to guide us through 2020, something to keep us sane, something to make us realise that we're making the right decisions or the wrong decisions, or something to make us get out of bed in the morning, apart from the TikToks that are like, what are you still doing in bed? Get out of bed now. Let's get our day started, because I've seen a lot of them. What just through it, because I've never been a religious person. I'll say that. Like, I don't like to talk about religion, politics, and actually someone commented on my video yesterday, I can't remember who it was, they said, like, I've had people who were victims to the virus who've been really ill with it and stuff like that, so I don't know, you dare say it was a hoax and you should like know your place and stuff like that. First of all, I'm not going to do that. The reason why we all have free speech is because people like to listen to other people's opinions on things. So I'm always going to give my opinion, and at first I did think it was a hoax. Now I think maybe not, because actually all the governments around the world are going to want the economy, their economy in their country, to be doing well, so that they're making money. They don't want to be putting people on furlough and shit like that. So I think maybe now it's not so much of a hoax as I thought it was. As I was saying, I don't really like to talk about religion because I've never believed in it. However, I did have my grandmother on my dad's side was a Christian, and my grandmother on my mum's side was a Jehovah's Witness. Not like a practicing Jehovah's Witness or whatever, but if you asked her what religion I used to say Jehovah's Witness. But now I fully understand why people turn to religion to get them through things. Like, it's that thing of feeling like you've got somebody there who's guiding you through life, who's making your decisions for you. So maybe you feel like that's like a thing that helps you realise that you're making the right decision, if that makes sense. So like, not like, oh yeah, this is, because sometimes I really get like a question, am I thinking straight with what I'm doing? Am I like in a good place? Because throughout my life I've not been in a good place. When I was like 17 or 18, I had very strong opinions on things. I was really close-minded about like people telling me that that was the wrong thing to do and stuff. So nowadays I think like the best thing to do is to stay open-minded, and if you need to turn to religion to get you through this, then you do it. Like, my view on religion has always been, it's people believing in like fairy tales. Same as like the monarchy, that's like a fairy tale thing. Having a queen isn't like a fairy tale thing, that shouldn't happen. I just always thought religion is not a thing that I can identify with or whatever, but I completely see why people do it now. I completely see it. So respect to all religions. Respect that Jehovah, Buddha, Allah, Jesus, God, everyone. And respect to you guys for making it through this year so far. I feel like next year's gonna be better. I've heard rumours of a vaccine, and I also want to know, because I'm being more open-minded now. I'm listening to people's opinions on things. I'm growing and I'm changing and I'm being more open-minded. So I want to know, if there was a vaccine, would you guys take it? Would you guys like accept the vaccine? Because I know there's a lot of anti-vaxxers out there. I don't know why people are anti-vaxxers, but I'd like to know why. What do you think is going to come that's bad from the vaccine? Do you think that the government are trying to inject us with things that are going to make us easier to control? Do you think that they're going to inject us with like microorganisms, what they call nanotechnology, that's going to implant a chip in us? Because I really get scared of that. I feel like nothing nowadays is your own. All the cells in your body are not your own, because they're going to go to somebody else afterwards. Your mind is not your own, because Facebook fucking knows it more than you do. Like, adverts that pop up on your Facebook page, if you've just the thought of something and it pops up on Facebook and you're like, what the fuck, how the fuck does Facebook know? It's not because like they've heard you speak about it or they've seen you Like, it's not because they've heard of it, it's because they've learned your mind that well that now they know exactly what your thought processes are going to be. Also, that's what they tell us. The reason why I'm sat like this the whole time, I don't really know why. I've not really got an issue. I could sit like this. That doesn't feel right. I'm going to sit like this if that's okay. Have any of you guys been having weird dreams lately? Because I have. And the last dream I had was really scary. I was killing my cousin. It was one of those dreams where you wake up and you think, like, do I need to go and see someone about this? Is this an issue with me? Everyone has them. Like, if you have them, don't worry about it, honestly. I've had so many fucked up dreams, and I'm in counselling now. And I've told them about it, and they've said, like, that's totally normal. But, yeah, I had a dream that I was killing my cousin, and then she turned into Demi Moore, and she was walking along this balcony, and there was like strobe lights and shit, and then I was having a poo in the middle of a field with a car park next to it, so it was like right next to these cars that were all parked up, and then like a building on the other side, and I was having a poo there with my ex-singing teacher from college. And he was saying to me, like, I do this all the time, I always poo here, I never go in the toilets in there because they're disgusting, I just pinch the toilet roll and then poo in the field. So I was doing it there, after I'd just killed my cousin and she turned into Demi Moore. And then afterwards I was with my partner, and my partner was saying to me, like, don't go there, don't do that, don't do that. And I was like, what are you on about? And he was like, don't do that. And I was like, what? Do what? I'm just stood here talking to you. And he was like, don't step forward. And when I looked down, my dad was there, and he was like not in the best way. So I don't know what that means. I'd love for somebody to tell me what that means. I think your dreams definitely mean things, because I always used to have dreams that I was sitting in a car, but I was driving the car through the sunroof. Like, I was sat on top of the car and driving it through the sunroof, so I had like shoes with sticks attached to them. So like one shoe would be on the accelerator, the other shoe would be on the brake, and then I would have to change from like the accelerator to the thing, and it was just, my ears just got really itchy all of a sudden, both of them. Maybe my brain is itchy or something. Anyways, yeah, I used to always have dreams that I was in a car driving it, and like I was driving it through the sunroof, or I was driving it from the back seat, or I would have a dream that I was in a car in the back seat and I was with a driver 1 minute and then the driver disappeared the next minute, so it was like I was out of control. Or I would dream that I was on an escalator going down and then it just sped up and I was like flying off the end of it, whatever. I know those dreams mean that you feel like your life's out of control, or you have no control of your life, and I totally get that. So I'd love to know what that means, having a poo in a field with your ex-singing teacher, or killing your cousin who turns into Demi Moore, walking on a balcony with strobe lights, or your boyfriend, your partner, telling you not to step on your dad. We've moved the back a bit, guys. I'm now laying on the bed behind me. That one. Because I was sat in a bit of a weird position, my back was hurting, and this was supposed to be a bit of an enjoyable night, so I didn't want to put myself through that and then wake up tomorrow with a bad back. Caspian, my hamster, my child, my baby, has just woke up for his nightly like noise making session. So that's inconvenient. But also this bed is quite broken, and I had to message my maintenance people, tell them to get me a new like base, because if you can see this little bit here is all caved in, and it's not even as if I've been like having a lot of people over, because when I lived in my old house they got me a brand new bed when I moved in, because I said like, because the bed had a footboard on it, feet over the base, the bottom board, whatever. And in the end, they got me a brand new bed because I paid for like a furnished house, so the landlords have to make sure that the furniture's adequate for you. So they got me a brand new bed, and I was going through a bit of a bad stage. I was having different people around all the time, and the bed got really badly broke, and so I got my deposit taken off me. I had to pay for a new bed or whatever. But here, the bed was already broke when I moved in. They got me a new mattress, but the bed base itself was already like properly caved in at the back. So I had to get in touch with them and tell them to get me a new bed. I can't remember what happened. I think, oh yeah, one of my housemates wasn't moving in for a couple of months after me, so I took his bed base, and then when they brought my new bed base, I just put it in his room. So I had like a bed base that was already kind of like, you know, the boards on like divan beds. So this is like a divan bed. It's not like a wooden bed. It's just like a box on the bottom made out of wood or whatever, and like boards over it and like cloth over it, whatever. Like the boards where the mattress goes were already like sort of a little bit caved in. And then today I was making a TikTok and I laid on my bed afterwards to like look at it and check it over and shit, and I was like, what the fuck, this feels weird. And then when I lift the mattress up, the bed was properly caved in, and it's not even as if I've been like having a lot of people over, just me and my partner in this bed, and we don't really do much in the bed. We do it other places. So this bed's being fat phobic or tall phobic. Tall phobic is a thing. People who are really tall, I swear to you, people who are really tall, like over 6'2", don't like it. Maybe if they've like found some sort of thing that the height benefits from, they might like it. But even me, like 6'2", I sometimes feel too tall. Like when I left college and I was just like having a year before I came to university, I found friends that were over 6'2", so I could hang about with them and not feel so tall, because it was like an issue for me at the time. I even looked into getting like surgery to reduce my legs. I never would now. It's just like a accept the fucking body that you've got type of thing. And I do. And I appreciate my height now. The fuck? I'm still getting used to this hairstyle. I'm used to always like when my hair's done, running it like up like that. Now I've got to run it back on the sides, but make sure this is not too like thing. It's quite crazy because I've been fucking about with it all day. I made a TikTok earlier on that required a lot of head moving, so it would come forward and then I would have to fucking put it back. So I redid the TikTok like 4 or 5 times. This is my last glass of this. I always get a bit sad when I run out of alcohol, because I feel like if I haven't run out of alcohol and then I start feeling sleepy, I can just go into bed and have a good night's sleep and fall asleep straight away. But if I run out of drink before I start feeling like I want to get in bed, then I feel like it keeps me up. I do still have a good night's sleep when I manage to get to sleep, but it's just like I have a normal night's sleep, like I normally would. Not being able to get to sleep till 4, and then not wake up till 12, or not being able to get to sleep till 5, wake up at 1. How many hours of sleep is that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 1, 12, 8 hours. That must be how much you need then. Because I tend not to set alarms at the minute because I've not got like a thing that I have to be at for a certain time. I'd rather just wake up and then work through my schedule in my own time. Also, night owls don't ever feel bad about waking up late in the afternoon, because if you prefer to do things at night, then, because I've always got shit for waking up late and then staying up all night. But it's like, hang on, Karen, for fuck's sake, like, you wake up at 9 o'clock and then you're asleep by 10. I wake up at 1, I still do everything you do and more, but I just prefer the night time. I like working out better on a night, unless it's like really early in the morning, so like 8 in the morning till 9, an hour's workout that time, I can do it, because I feel like, yes, I'm setting myself up for the day, whatever, I can do that, but I much prefer working out on a night. I don't know why, I just like I see the street lights on, and I see that it's dark, and I'm like, yes, I like it better. I think when I've tried to go for runs before, I've preferred them better on a night, because I feel like I'm not so exposed. Everyone's paranoid about how they run. Like, people take the piss out of you running when you're in school and shit, and then you feel paranoid about it later on in life. But I just prefer to run at night, and I always get more done at night. Creative people, if you're a creative person, I bet most of your, like 90% of your good ideas have come from like lying in bed at 3 o'clock in the morning. I bet. So listen, early birds, right? Because I've tried so hard to be an early bird. I used to be able to be an early bird when I was at college. I used to be able to go to sleep at 11, wake up at 6 o'clock, do a workout as soon as I woke up, didn't go to the toilet, didn't have a fag, didn't have a drink or anything, just woke up and did 100 reps on each arm of weights, and then go in the bath, in the shower, sorry, not even the bath, go in the shower, and then go downstairs and make something healthy to eat, get ready, and then go on the bus to college. Now, I wake up and all I want to do is lie there on my phone for 2 hours before I can even do anything. So here's a bit of advice for you guys, because I've been doing it lately. When you first wake up on a morning, if you find it hard to wake up, if you find it hard to motivate yourself, if you find it hard to get your day started, as soon as you wake up, sit up in your bed, right? That's the first step, because what I do is I lie there and I turn over and I get my phone from down the side of the bed and I'm straight on my phone and I'm laid there for like half an hour. Sit up in your bed, right? That'll wake you up a bit, and then go on your phone for like 20 minutes, whatever, and then get out of bed, right? Doesn't matter how knackered you think you are, how much you feel like you need another hour's sleep, go and sit, even if it means sitting on the floor next to your bed, right? Get up, get out of bed, make your bed, right? Make it. And then once you're out of bed, you feel like you don't want to get back in bed because you've just made the bed, sit somewhere, go on your phone for another 20 minutes, whatever, and then always be thinking in the back of your mind, right, I need to get up and I need to get a shower, or I need to get up and I need to have something to eat, or have a coffee, whatever you do on a morning, because I don't do coffee, I don't do tea, I don't do hot drinks. I get up and I go in the bath. I can't even have showers anymore, I'm so lazy. Get up, go in the bath, lie in the bath for like 20 minutes before I get washed, get out, get ready, do my hair, put moisturiser on my face, whatever, and then have something to eat after that, and then start my day. So yeah, sitting up in bed is the key to the next step. The next step is getting out of bed and making your bed, because then that makes you feel like you don't want to get back in bed. Don't sit on your bed. If you've got nowhere else to sit in your room, like, I'm going to chair, sit on the floor next to your bed. Don't get back in that bed. Dirty. It's not dirty, but like, I'm trying to motivate you, but it's sleepy time. did this on a glass and it made like a sound. And every time I have a glass like this, I always try and do it. Maybe if I hold it from the bottom. I can kind of hear it. Okay guys, my drinks are finished. So, I'm going to love you and leave you now. I hope you have a lovely night's sleep. And follow me on TikTok and Instagram and Snapchat. I've started giving my Snapchat out again now. I made a new one. And I didn't give it out. I just had it for people who I know. But I've started giving it out again now. It's Connor Lennox. No, it's not. It's Con Lennox. Sorry, CONLANN.